Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. You guys had a great weekend, and hopefully, you have a good start to your week tomorrow morning. Right? I'll be flying. I'll be traveling to Wisconsin. So I just wanted to check in with you guys, see how your day was going. So we'll see how everybody's doing. Juliana Sanchez, hello. How are you? How's your family doing? and I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that. Sacho, hello, Carlotta. Good evening, Danielle Williams. Hello, Selena. Robert, hello, Robert. Robin, hello, Nico. It's going good. I'm having a good weekend. Busy. I'm washing clothes right now. I just washed dishes. Um, I have to fold laundry. I have to pack still. I got a haircut today. Billy cut my hair today, so that was cool. Got to see him. Um, but yeah, I've had a busy day. I'm a little tired. Alyssa Lujan, hello. Juliana is playing with Ninja Turtles with my toddler. It's awesome. It's awesome. Your toddler's gonna be a fan of Ninja Turtles. Cool. Tessie Rios, hello from Utah. Laura, hola. Miku, baby girl, hello. Justin Lee, they just busted someone with 50,000 blues in my city. Justin Lee, what city is that? Danielle Carrillo, hello. Denali Ryder, hello. 50,000 blues, shoot, that's really nothing here. In Phoenix, 50,000, that's like probably two small dealers here in Phoenix probably have that amount right now. It's weird to say that. It's the truth. Velia Arismendis. Hello. I hate that my shirt does this little thing right here. See that? It kind of bugs me. I think that's why I don't wear the shirt. Do you see it? See how okay, that's how I want it to be, right? That's normal. But then it does this little, it sinks, and it makes me look like, that's why I don't know what this shirt. I don't wear this shirt. So got it. Justin Lee is in San Bernardino, California. 50,000 pills. Yeah, it's. I've heard it's really bad in San Bernardino, San Bernardino. I think I went there a couple times. Jose Reyes, hello. Thanks for joining. Carrie Red Owl. Hey, the white van recruiting native for rehabs is in South Dakota. That's unfortunate. I think the Native American community needs to step up and make announcements to each community in each city, right, each state, and create awareness, right, for that community. Unfortunately, the government is financing these idiots that are not providing healthcare, right, any type of um, sobriety or any type of treatment at all. It's just financial gain for these people. That's all it is. But the government lets it happen, so people are going to continue to scam. Um, it's crazy. Brenda, hello, Brenda. How are you? Beautiful Jess, I'm doing really good. I'm washing clothes or laundry. Laundry. Yeah, I'm doing laundry, and need to fold clothes. Still, already washed dishes. I picked up all kind of stuff and throw away the trash. I had a busy day today. Right, got a haircut. I did my taxes. Right, I did my taxes today, so I'm proud of that. I did my taxes. Hopefully, the government. Um, I always owe. I always owe every year. I owe. So I already paid them. It was a lot, so it sucks. Dirt Star Master Art, what branch of the military do you recommend? I'm tired of being a loser. Dirt Star Master, you're not a loser. I don't think you're a loser. I was in the army. I think the army's good. I was also in the navy. The navy's good. Um, uh, um, you know, I think the Air Force, their standards are a little bit higher. I think you have to be a little bit more intelligent for the Air Force. Coast Guard is kind of laid back. So you go do whatever you want to do, Dirt Star Master. Go do something, right? It doesn't always necessarily mean the military, even though they're recruiting. I think they're giving a lot of bonuses right now because they're having a hard time recruiting people. But go look for a trade, right? Go carpentry school or mechanical school for 2 years. But if you're dead set on going to the military, I'm a proponent of the military. Shy City, thank you. Kitty Shot Badass, good evening. I had a busy day. It's my day hasn't ended. I'm just taking a little break and hanging out with you guys for a little bit before I go back into it. James Mitchell, Cindy Garcia, hello. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. James Mitchell, it's crazy the scams people come up with. Yeah, because the government allows these scams to fester and grow, and the government doesn't put a check on it, unfortunately, right? Do you guys remember those PPP loans or whatever, like during COVID, right? They're handing out millions of dollars to people, right? And bunch of scammers. I remember there was a police officer here in Phoenix, right? This idiot. She said she had to own a company and she had all kind of employees and she needed money from the government, from me and you, right? The government is us. That's why I paid. I literally paid my taxes today. It was a lot of taxes. I wouldn't mind paying my taxes, but I know that my taxes go to Ukraine, go to these idiots, running around, re- uh, having Native Americans jump in their van and say, "Hey, we're going to take care of you. We're going to give you money. We're going to buy you clothes and food. Come on with us. We'll let you drink. We'll let you smoke. We'll let you do whatever you want. You just need to come with us. So we need to put you in the system." And the government gives us more money for helping you, a Native person, as opposed to other people, right? Because the government doesn't isn't systemically racist, right? Surely the government isn't systemically racist and doesn't have preferential treatment, but it does have preferential treatment and it gives more money to treatment centers that treat Native Americans for some reason. Everything should be equal. Remember, equality. So because of that, Native Americans are at risk of being taken. They're like people are missing. They're like literally missing. Their family doesn't do not know where they're at. Right. The last time I saw my family member, they got in a van and they're going to sober living in Phoenix. Right. They're from 2 hours away at the reservation, but we haven't seen them since then. What's going on? What's happening? So scam. Good old government. Daniel from Texas. Hello. Don, man, do you use the charity work you do on your taxes as far as what you do on for your community? So, um, I receive a 1099, right? I receive a 1099 form, and so I get to deduct I get to deduct certain expenses, not all expenses. So that kind of helps a little bit, but I still owe a lot all the time. So Vanilla Bean got the notification. Amen. Yay. Pooh Bear. Prayers for everyone out there in the streets. Yes, it's getting hot in Phoenix. I felt it today. Polly Pocket. Happy Sunday. Dirt Master says, I tried to become a plumber. Didn't work. Tried for the New York Police Department. I'm tired of waiting. Keep doing something, man. Don't go keep doing something. Grind, push. If it's the military, if it's the New York Police Department, and go to Chicago Police Department, go to a smaller department. Somebody's gonna hire you. You just need to put in that work to get taken by whoever, whether it's the military or the New York Police Department or another trade. Keep grinding away. Keep hustling. Dirt Star Master. Keep being awesome. Miriam Uribe, hello. Claudia A, hello. Fernando Lewis, hello. Keith March, your last young kid today really got me. Just so young. Yeah, he's 17 years old, the youngster. Um, David, right? David got kicked out of his house by his grandmother. I'm not sure where his parents are at. I think he did mention his parents, but I can't. in the conversation before the video, he mentioned, I think they're locked up. I can't remember exactly, but he didn't mention it in the video. But I think that's what he told me, that his parents are locked up. So he didn't say why they were locked up, but that cycle continues, right? And he seems like such a nice, respectful, calm kid, level-headed. Just made a bad choice, right? Uh, yeah, definitely sad. 17 years old. Um, really, really depressing when they're really young. Brenda says, I was so disappointed to hear that Austin St. John, the original Red Power Ranger, was caught in a multi-million dollar scam. He's local to the Washington, D.C. area too. I remember the Power Rangers. I don't remember all the names, but yeah, there's a lot of scammers. Unfortunately, it sucks. If they put a fraction of that effort in scamming, if they put it to legitimate use, right, whether working or bettering themselves, they would go further in life. But now he put all that effort to scam, and where's he at? Locked up. Chris says, I feel like I know you personally. I watch all your videos and live up the hill in Prescott. Great job you're doing. Chris, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I love Prescott. I love Prescott and Prescott Valley. I love Northern Arizona because the topography, right, is so different. The weather is so different, right? You have mountains, real trees, creeks, and lakes, real lakes. We have man-made lakes here in Phoenix, right? But you have real lakes, and so it's totally different. That's why I love. That's why that's what I love about Arizona is that um, we're in the middle. Here, we could drive 2 hours north and there's snow. We could drive 3.5 hours south and there's a different country. Right, 4 hours is Rocky Point. What 5 hours from here is California, the beach. So we're like in the middle of all these good, cool things, right? And so I love it. I love Arizona. But thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Stay safe up there in Prescott. And yeah, thank you for knowing me. You have a friend in me, Chris. You're part of the Lost in Phoenix family, right? So thank you. Rebel Girl, I had grandkids over for the weekend. Now my house is destroyed. Rebel Girl, it's okay because as a grandparent, your job is to clean. Yay. We'll help you. Cindy Garcia, any updates on a Plaza? You interviewed her about 4 months ago. Haven't seen a Plaza. I hadn't ever seen a Plaza before or since. So prayers for a Plaza. Live, laugh, love. Hey, you're not pixeled today and coming in loud and clear. Something was going on my end. Yeah, I'm not sure. G Blaze 45, hello, Danielle Williams. I would think a lot of cities need police. I would think a lot of cities need police officers. Yes, Phoenix needs at least 500 police officers. They have all kind of bonuses and they've increased the salary, but not a lot of takers because you have politicians that want to say defund the police and are quick to you know prosecute a police officer when they make a mistake. So knuckleheads. Have you heard anything about Jessica's baby? I have not. No update on Jessica. Haven't heard from Jessica. Jessica's mom, Michelle, from Marissa. I haven't seen or heard Isabella, the baby. So prayers for them as well. Aries loves hello. Spooky hello. Itsy bitsy spider, right? Not a big spider, an itsy bitsy spider. Hello, amazing weekend. Not amazing. It just got warm. I did have fun. I did a lot. Do you still talk to your Navy buddies? No, I don't actually. Everybody's spread out all over the country, and the only person I talk to from my past is my friend from the second grade. His name was Jose. Shout out to Jose. Um, uh, I haven't seen him in a while because I've been really busy with work and YouTube, but I've known him since the second grade, right? And we still talk. I remember his phone number. Well, the first 6 letter numbers 602-258, but I don't remember the rest. Used to dial it all the time back long time ago. So yeah, I don't talk to any military people. They're out doing their own thing. We weren't that close. You get close to them when you're like deployed or you go through war. I never went. I was never deployed. That's where you get really close is with deployment and like you're like in a battle. Those are the people that stick together and they know each other for life because they went through some traumatic. Pookie, I got to do outdoor gardening today, chop and reset succulents. Nice day in Cali. Awesome. That's cool. That sounds like fun. Life with Nat. Art finally 14 minutes earlier today. Awesome. Life with Nat. You're excused for coming in a little bit earlier today. You are awesome. Denise Reyes, hello, Denise says, I don't get the notifications. Yeah, sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't, right? So that's unfortunate, right? That's a YouTube thing, not a me thing or a Lost in Phoenix thing. I apologize. I would probably reset your YouTube stuff, right? Um, and I'm not sure how to do that. I like when you say knuckleheads. My uncle speaks like that. Yeah, it's like a lot of knuckleheads. I deal with a lot of knuckleheads, unfortunately. Aaron L, hello. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. Don Man says we had 4 days of 80, 90 weather here in Ohio, and guess we have snow showers coming this week. Mother Nature is so bipolar this year. Yeah, yep. Joseph, yo, what's up? Raquel Val, not a big spider, an itsy bitsy spider. Yep. I hate spiders. I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes, and I don't like mice or like rats. I get grossed out. I don't want to harm them, but they gross me out. Like those people like touch them and they wrap around their neck and stuff like that and be like best friends with the snake. I can't. I've been hiking. I've gone hiking and snakes. Like I'll see snakes. They're like right in front of me. Right. I'm not the type of person that throws rocks at them and tries to kill them, tries to shoot them, nothing like that. I just let them be. They just want to live life, and so you just don't bite me, man. Don't. So we're friends today. Just don't. I won't touch you, right? I respect you. You matter, Mr. Snake. Any update on Susan? I have not seen Susan, right? Susan the nurse? I haven't seen Susan, but prayers for her. Hopefully she's doing better. Sharon Bunch. Art, you're such a really good person. I try to be every single day. I try to be a good person. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't succeed. Today, I think I was successful because I did a lot today. I had a busy day. I did my taxes like a responsible adult, American patriot, doing my paying my fair share. And I'm washing right now. 2 loads of laundry. I gotta fold. I took a shower because I had got a haircut. Billy, the barber, cut my hair. What else did I do? I did do one interview. I think I did one interview today, and I still have to pack. So I'm traveling tomorrow, so I have to go pack and get my clothes and like the little the all the packing stuff, right? Which sucks. Hate it. Thank you, Sharon, a bunch. I appreciate your comment. You're so nice. Thank you, a bunches. Itsy Bitsy Spider says, I used to sing Itsy Bitsy Spider to my 12-year-old that unexpectedly passed away in December. My condolences for the loss of your 12-year-old. That's tragic indeed. Um, Again, my condolences. Christy Ashley, hello from the Windy City. Christy. Natalie Fontenelle, hello. Danny Burke, hi Art, long time viewer from Portland, Oregon. Danny Burke, Portland, Oregon. So, Danny, how do you feel about all the Walmarts closing in Portland? Like, how do you feel as a resident? Like, what is happening? I think I've seen what's happening, but what's your perspective since you live there? I don't live there. I've never been there, but I've seen videos, the madness in that city. What is going on? Raina Wilson, hello. I'm doing good, thank you. Christy Ashley, I have a question. When do I get the bags? I think I'd be following you almost 2 years ago. Bags. What bags are those? Edgar Udondo, hello. Miku Baby Girl says, make sure your bell is set on all for notifications. Yeah. There's that one song that called You Could Ring My Bell. You could ring my bell. I don't know who sings it, but make sure that you're ringing the YouTube bell, okay? So man, it's hot. It's getting hot. I haven't turned on my air yet, my air conditioning. I'm like trying to drag it into May. I might not make it because we'll see though. We'll see. Dirt Star Master says, "Come to New York. You'd love the rats here. Those suckers aren't rats; they're like baby cats. Right? I've seen rats like this big on videos where they're just in broad daylight, just dragging a piece of pizza and chicken, to their little den or whatever. And New Yorkers just walking around like nothing. They're like petting the suckers. So it's like crazy. It's I don't know. I don't know how you guys live like that." Don, man, any update on Amber? I haven't talked to her, but she's been messaging. I saw her messaging on her videos, right? You'll see people will, like send her, support, comment, support, right? And she'll say thank you. I appreciate it, So she does that almost on a daily basis. So she's still there. She's still doing well, and may she continue to fight for her sobriety and the rest of her life. So thanks for asking, Don, man. How do I get a badge? I think the people that get badges are super fans. So yeah, you have to be a super fan to get badges. What movie is this? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. What movie? Anybody? Anybody? Amanda Page, I love snakes. I'm glad you don't harm them. They really want nothing to do with humans when you come across them in the wild. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate them, right? I appreciate all living things, right? I appreciate all living things. I really do. But they just, I guess I just have a fear of them, right? Um, uh, um, but I wouldn't harm them. I would just leave them alone. So if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. But if you go poking and, trying to step and push or do whatever, they're gonna bite back, and it's gonna not gonna be good for you. So, Amanda, that's really cool that you love snakes. I think that's awesome. D Mills, hello. Area 5150, where are you traveling to? I'm going to Wisconsin tomorrow. I'll be there all week for work. Yay. Update on Jerica from Utah because of you. Her sister found her in Phoenix. Jerica. Jerica. Gosh, that name doesn't sound familiar to me. Are you sure that I talked to her? I possibly did. I just don't really remember the name. My phone's telling me that I don't have anybody interviewed that's named Jerica. So just go to the video and look for the name. If it doesn't say Lost in Phoenix, then it wasn't me. I didn't do it. So maybe I spelled it differently, but that Jerica doesn't sound familiar to me. I'm not sure. Brenda, I'm going to the cheese state. Yeah, a lot of cheese, a lot of dairy in Wisconsin, a lot of farms. They have like two big cities, Milwaukee and which kind of reminds me like Tucson, which is very, very small compared to Phoenix. Then Madison, Wisconsin, which is like, I don't know, maybe I think it's smaller than Mesa, it's probably like a Peoria here in Arizona. So it's definitely cool state though, very nice people. I love going over there. Dirt Jar Master, I look up to you, veteran. Great job. You are the goat. Thank you, Dirt Star Master. I appreciate you. I try to be good. I try to be a good person, a good role model, a good mentor for people. So just try to do the best you can in life, right? Uh, try to work hard and work hard and don't stop working hard because eventually it pays off, right? Um, Something I've noticed about this generation is they want everything now, right? They want everything instantaneous. They want the Tesla now. They want, they want to live that lifestyle now because that's what um, social media tells them, right? And and we all know that it's really not like that. Hard work, you have to plant a seed and you have to water it, and later on, it bears fruit. So keep going, Dirt Star Master. Keep going. Don't stop. A Mexican Korea. Hello, A. Friedrichs. Thank you, Art, for making a difference. Keep up the awesome work. Appreciate you, A. Friedrichs, or Fredericks. Brenda Herrera. Whatever happened to Melissa and her kids? This was a year ago. Did they find a home? Melissa found a home in jail. She's been locked up like 3 times since that last interview. So she did find a home, not the home that we want her to be in, but yeah, prayers for her and her family. The oldest girl, Rose, I interviewed her about 3 or 4 months ago. She's pregnant, so the cycle continues. Prayers for that family. Don Man says one Walmart here's closing, the one that has a lot in theft. Danny Burke says Portland has been ruined by the fentanyl epidemic. I think a lot of things have ruined Portland, right? The politics, the fentanyl. We have fentanyl here, but our state isn't ruined because we have pretty good balance of power. It's not one-sided, right? So you need balance of power. You need to counteract when it's all, one way. It's not good. So yeah, I think Chicago's closing half their stores as well because of the similar, right? They don't want to arrest people for some reason because it's racist to arrest people that are committing crimes, apparently. Lupita Mendoza, hello. Thank you for logging in. I appreciate you. Sarah Reyes, what's up with Migs and Carla? I haven't seen them recently. I interviewed them about 4 or 5 days ago, so you're welcome to check that video out. I haven't seen it. We don't need no stinking leashes. Christy, how do you become a super fan? Shoot. Somewhere on my page, it says super fan. Somewhere on my page. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly where because I don't my channel. I can't see what you see. Unfortunately, it's kind of weird, right? But somewhere on my channel is a button to become a super fan. None of my moderators are here. That is so weird. None of my moderators are here. Um, Somewhere on my page is a little button for becoming a super fan. What movie is that from? We don't need no stinking badges. That's Blazing Saddles. Renee, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Art, what could the police do differently? It's not so much the police. I don't think the police are the problem. I think the politicians are the problem, right? If you're the politicians are the one that wanted to defund the police, right? When you call 911, does a politician show up to your house, right, to save your life, or does a police officer risk his life to save your life, right? It's common sense. My first moderator stepped in. Ruby, thanks for Ruby. Can you tell me where the super super fan like how did you become a super fan? Did you There's like a button on the page that I can't see. I can't see it. Casey PB, hello. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Ruby says, I don't remember. Nautica. Nautica. Do you guys remember if I've interviewed anybody named Nautica? I'm not pulling up a Nautica. Brenda Brown, thank you for everything you're doing for the often forgotten in your community and always being genuine with them and us. Keep up all the hard work. Hello for New Mexico. Brenda Brown, thank you for chiming in from New Mexico. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think we can all do a better job of recognizing the humanity of everybody, right? So, um, I think me personally, I think all people matter. Um, um, right. So I think, especially the folks that are suffering out in the streets, mental illness, addiction, trauma that they've experienced, right? So I think they matter a lot. Ortiz. Was that Aztec in the short you made the other day? Yeah, it was Aztec. Yes. Yeah. That was sad, right? Share signs. You do good, so good, Art. I'm a mom of 6. I live in Cali with my kids. My husband is in the military. I tell my 16-year-old about your YouTube channel so she can get see the dangers of today. Keep it up. Share signs. So you're a military mom. You're a military wife. Thank your husband for his service. Um, I'm sure you guys are doing a great job of raising your family. Thank you for um, so the whole point of this channel is prevention through awareness. So when people, I get this all the time, why don't you help them, right? So like to Migs and Carla and everybody I talk to, why don't you help them? I got this today for David, right? The video from today, David, the 17-year-old that I interviewed. Somebody commented, why don't you help him? And it's like they don't understand. Instead of just interviewing him, why don't you just help him, right? So they didn't take the time to watch the video where I gave them my card, they have my cell phone. Do you want to go to treatment? They say no always, right? Usually, not always. There's been about 6 people I've taken a treatment. Um, but then I have to remind people that don't know. It's a casual person that just watches and they think they have it all figured out. I have to remind them that the whole point of the videos is preventing other young people at home from coming out here like David, right? 17 years old, he's out in the streets doing addicted to these pills, right? So I uploaded the video today, right? Your daughter is 16, right? There's not much of a difference there. So your daughter needs to see these videos, right? Your other younger kids need to see these videos so they can, man, if it just takes one mistake, one bad choice, right? And I can end up out there like David, like Carla, like Migs, like 100 other people, right? Blake, no longer here, right? 22-year-old Gabby, no longer here, because that bad decision at 16 quickly turns into, addiction and living that life 17, 18, 19, and boom, you're not no longer here. So Paola Montes, I'm pregnant, 6 months, and a mom of a 2-year-old boy who keep me busy all day. And every night after I shower and we lay in bed, I watch your lives and videos with a snack or candy. So that is pretty cool, right? That's awesome, Paula, that you're watching, and I appreciate you. You're expecting a baby, and you're part of this Lost in Phoenix family. And thank you very much for spending a little bit of your time here with us. You're awesome. JC is in Tucson. Hello. Big Gaze Screenworks. Our Phoenix Suns lost. Uh, Nothing new. Casey David, he's 17, been lost for 3 years. That sucks, but being so young, hope he finds his way on the right treatment center for him. Yeah, he said he's been to like 7 treatment centers, and he's 17, and you know, they a lot of them say this. None of them work for me, and my so I've never been to a treatment center, right? But I'm like, all 7 don't work, dude, or is it you not making them work, right? So I wish there was more accountability from these people, but I get it. It's addiction. They want to point the fingers at the mom, the grandma, the parents. Well, the parents are locked up. So, but hey, if your parents are locked up, do the opposite of what they did, right? Don't go make it worse and potentially lose your life. So I don't know. I don't get it. I'm you have to try to understand his perspective. So it's just hard. It's really hard. Jamie, I hope you're not blue. Hello, art and chat. I'm definitely not blue, but Monday blues, right? Mondays because it's a Monday, but I'll be traveling tomorrow. So thank you for just stepping in, Jamie. Appreciate you. Uh, Ramis P. How can you help someone that doesn't want to get help? Um, it's really hard to help somebody that doesn't want to get helped. It's really hard to do. So what? I recommend is that you are there as much as possible to let them know that you'll be there when they do want help or support, right? It's not your timeline, it's their timeline, right? Because a lot of people are like, they give up. A lot of family and friends, they give up. Like, I don't talk to my brother no more. I've offered him help, and told him I will take him, and I told him I'm gonna take him, I'll give him a ride, but he doesn't want to. So I burnt the bridge. I don't want to. I cut ties with them, right? I disowned them, right? But then what they fail to understand is it's not your timeline. It doesn't work on when you want, right? It's when they are ready. And so, as family, as friends, you need to let them know that you will be there when they are ready to go to treatment. So don't sever those ties, right? You don't have to be there every day, all day with them out in the street, but let them hear, hey, here's my number. Call me if you need food, right? You know, I don't want you to break into people's cars or houses, right? So let me get you some food, let me get you some clothes, right? So it's it's tough. It's tough. Did you watch Unsolved Mysteries back in the day? Yeah, what was his name? Was his name Robert Frost or what was his name? The guy in the little trench coat, Unsolved Mysteries. I loved his voice. He had a cool voice, right? He sounded kind of like a scary voice. I forgot his name, Robert something. Uh, but yeah, I watched all those. Yeah, I've been watching true crime and mysteries type stuff like that since I was a kid. Since I was a teenager, I've been watching all that stuff. Jeffrey Lemon, hello. Thanks for chiming in. Jose Reyes, Art, you look good in your. In my was it the picture I uploaded today? Yeah. Once in a while, I wear suits. I really don't like wearing suits, but when I wear suits, I try to look sharp. So, Itzel Hernandez, sorry, I'm just hearing this now. Blake has passed. This is the same Blake who missed his bus. Yeah. So that was a while ago. That, man, when did that happen? Blake. I don't remember exactly when, but it's been a while. Has it not recent? Uh, November 21st of 22 is when he passed, unfortunately. So really sad. Yep. Sad indeed. Jeffrey Lemon. My name is Michelle. It's under my husband's name. Okay. All right, Michelle. Well, I'll try to remember to call you Michelle, right? In this day and age, we gotta. I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. But yeah, it's understandable. I've had that before. People say, "Hey, this is my husband's account, my wife's account." I have to try to remember. Lupita Mendoza, you always look sharp. Don't get poked by anything sharp. Okay, be careful. Jeffrey Lemon or Michelle, I'm sorry. Michelle Lemon, thank you. I love lemon water. I'll cut like a lemon in half and I'll squeeze half the lemon in water and then I'll stir it and I'll just drink it like that. No sugar. Sugar is bad for you. Matthew Lauster, 100,000 and is knocking. Absolutely. So make sure you guys are subscribed. 132 people in here. Statistically, half of you have not subscribed for some odd reason. It's free, it's painless, and if you're watching this live, which 144 are you, that means there's something you like about what I do. So take it a step further, do your part. click the subscribe button because that ensures the YouTube algorithm likes that, and they push the videos out a little bit more, right? So that people, other young people across the nation, across the world, actually can watch these videos and learn, and we can help prevent other Carlas or Migs or Blakes or other young people from um, dabbling in drugs, right? Or 17-year-old David, like today's. He's 17 years old and he's out there in the street right now. He's in an alley right now. I asked him, "Where'd you sleep last night?" He said, "An alley." Can you imagine being 17 and sleeping in an alley? Hell, I'm 48 years old. I wouldn't want to sleep in an alley right now. I'd be scared as hell to go sleep in the alley. You know, what if a car runs them over or somebody just, being just doing dumb things, and it's just sad, man. It's just crazy. Cynthia Madrid. Hi Art, where can I see the pic if of you in a suit? I want to see you looking sharp. I'm subscribed. So you have to go to my community tab, and on my community tab, you'll see it there. Go to the community tab, go to my page, and go to my community tab. Click on there, and then you'll see like you'll see that picture. So I showered and everything for that picture. I put cologne on and everything, deodorant, everything. Della, do you get approached aggressively often by people on blues? No, that guy wasn't on blues. So that knucklehead was on meth. That's why his eyes were like this. When you're on blues, your eyes are like this. That dude, his eyes are like they didn't blink. He was on meth. When you're on meth, you think you're stronger than everybody. You think you're bigger. That dude was like 5 foot nothing, 110 pounds, and he walked like this, right? He flared up all of a sudden, right? Here's the weirdest thing though is when I approached them, I approached both of them, right? That I forgot what's the name of his girlfriend, right? I can't remember the name. They were next to each other, right next to a wall, about to smoke, and I said, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Have you ever heard of Lost in Phoenix?" And then she walked towards me, and he continued to smoke or whatever he was doing, right? Probably smoking, most likely. And so he smoked, and that stuff got into his head like that. And he probably saw her talking to me, and he didn't like that, right? That she was away for 6 minutes. So I think he threw a milk crate, like a milk crate at her, and it hit her in her feet, and it hit my tire. And then he comes at me like that, and I see him, right? His eyes are looking all stupid. And so I put my phone down and I said, "Dude, you better stop right there," right? And he listened to me. Like he didn't continue. Like he was about to, he looked at wanted, he was wanted to swing. And I was like, "Dude, don't do it. Don't do it, because I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna spank you." And he didn't. He thankfully he didn't, because I don't, I don't want to hurt people. I really don't want to get in fights. It's pointless to get in a fight with somebody on drugs. Like that's nobody wins, you know. So, but if you would have swung to hit me, I would have defended myself, right? And so he just walked away. He just walked away. He didn't run. He just ran. He just walked away. And so yeah, doesn't happen often. Most people are rational, right? But he was irrational. So prayers for him. Did that do? No, he didn't. It just hit the tire or whatever. No big deal. Um, he didn't damage anything. He's brain cells. Do you ever see Mama G? I don't know who Mama G is. Doesn't ring a bell. Dogs is making popcorn because Dogs is gonna get hungry at the end of the chat. I just ate lasagna right now, so I'm good. I'm actually really happy. You guys can talk about food all you want, and I won't get hungry because I tore it up with lasagna, so I'm stuffed. Migs Daily, saludos. Have a good night. Thank you. Appreciate you. a Roja Light sub last night because I know it helps. You have 17 is a baby, yeah, for David, right, from today. So yeah, definitely a baby. Michelle Lemon says, "Me and my husband are both in recovery." So, Michelle, congratulations for the recovery of your recovery and your husband's. Continue down that journey, right? Recovery isn't a destination; it's a journey. It's a lifelong process. I talked to my barber Billy. Look at his videos, right? Billy the barber. He's 2.5 years sober about, and uh, and we just had a good conversation today, and every day he fights through it. Yeah, every day he said there's no temptations there, but he likes keeping himself busy. He has a routine, stays busy, working as a barber, gym, eating good. He does meetings still, right? 2.5 years clean, but he's still going to meetings. He has a sponsor. He goes to meetings and talks and talks and talks, and that's what it's about. Just keep going, be relentless. Mr. Weird, thank you. Lupita Mendoza says, "I show my 8-year-old your videos. You can never be too young to watch these videos. The reality of life, right? Because if you would have asked me before I started doing these interviews, do you think there's any 13-year-olds out there doing drugs? I would have said absolutely not. And lo and behold, I saw a 13-year-old out there on a little scooter. He was he was first opening doors at a Circle K to get money, right? That's how he's making money, right? But these drugs are so cheap, you don't need $20, $30 for a pill no more. There's so many pills coming in through the southern border that these pills cost 50 cents or $1. So you just need to hold the door for 30 minutes and somebody give him $1, 50 cents, $2, whatever. Right. So he goes around the corner, gets a pill, and he has a foil and a lighter. 13-year-old little boy. Sad. That's the reality. Uh Carlotta, what's Carlotta saying? Ruby says Daphne, Brian, Idiana, no, Idania, and Esther just subscribed to the channel. So Daphne, Brian, Idania, and Esther, welcome to the Lost in Phoenix family. I really appreciate you. Even though my shirt, I'm so self conscious about my shirt now because it does that little droop right there, like if I was been sweating like all day. Um, I hate this. This is why I don't wear this shirt. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna donate it. um, Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Natalie Acevedo, hello. Ramis P, whatever happened to Slump? Sabas is working. Sabas is working. So he's working. He's doing well. He's doing good. According to his mom, right? So I still communicate with his mom, and prayers for Sabas to continue working hard and staying out of trouble. Marcia, another Monday here already in France. Stay safe, Art, and merci for your ongoing goodness. You are brave. How is your little dog? My little dog is not here because I'm traveling tomorrow. I'll be out of state for the week. So family is watching Phoebe. No Phoebe, but thanks for tuning in, Marsha, all the way from France. It's Monday in France. It's another day over there. That's awesome. It's 9:03 p.m. here in Phoenix, but in France, it's I don't know what, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I'm not sure, but thanks for joining. I appreciate you. I think you have the long distance award right now, Marcia. Angela Colon is in Boston, Massachusetts. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Angela. I appreciate you. JE, I just noticed JE is a super fan. So JE is going to be a moderator. Thank you for becoming a super fan, JE. You should be a moderator now. So help moderate, please. Show us the party in the back. There it is. You guys see it? Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, all next week, I'm gonna be like, boom, right? Business. But at night, popping out. It's growing. The last time I had my hair this long was 30 years ago, I think. Pretty sure it's 30, 35 years ago. It's a long time. Migs Daily. Are those pills really that cheap? 50 cents, a dollar? That's insane. Por eso está como está. I used to pay $50 a gram of black tar 6 years ago. Clean. Since then, gracias a Dios. So congratulations on your recovery, Migs Daily, from H, from back then. But absolutely, that's that the pills are cheap because there's so many of them here. There's just so many everywhere that the price has to go down, right? So that's how there's 17-year-olds and 13-year-olds and 15-year-olds out in Phoenix, Tucson, Albuquerque, primarily in the Southwest, right? Why? Because the drugs are coming from the southern border. So, so when these pills start heading east, they migrate east. It gets more expensive. It's no longer a dollar, $2. It gets $5, $10. So, yeah. Itsy Bitsy Spider loves the hair. If Itsy Bitsy Spider loves the hair, then you have to love the hair. I'm waiting for it gets a little longer because I'm gonna get those those hair picks. I'm gonna just boom, like put it like just stick it to the little bush in the back. Boom, just walk around like go to the gym with this. I'm gonna be doing interviews with a little pick in the back. El Buki. Yeah, what's the name? Marco Antonio Solis, right? Yeah. Yeah. He was a cool dude. Lupita loves her hair. Itsy Bitsy Spider says, no pick, no pick for you. Mary Lou Madrid, thank you. Appreciate it. Dog says, I'm a pet setter in addition to my regular job. Probably doesn't surprise y'all with my name. Yeah. Danny Burke says, in Portland, they are about $2 to $5. Yeah, they'll get cheaper too, unfortunately. Lonely Dragon. Why that girl with the broken leg doesn't get help? Why does Lulu not get help? Lulu is battling addiction to the strongest drug in the world, right? The most potent drug in the world right now. So the addiction to that drug causes people, right? Causes moms to abandon their children, causes moms to continue to smoke with their unborn child in their belly. Uh, Basically, addiction just takes your soul to these drugs, right? This isn't like addiction to marijuana. This isn't addiction to cocaine. This isn't addiction to alcohol. This is a different type of addiction. These pills are like designed to really hook you from the first pill. So, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking your soul. So that the prices are low because there's so many pills, and also the dealers or the manufacturers, right? The cartels, they're like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna have a life, a customer for life, right? Until they're no longer here, unfortunately. So There's people that I've interviewed, they've been doing blues for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and they're still going, unfortunately. Sad. Share signs. Your little doggy is adorable. I can't wait for Phoebe's hair to grow out. Chris, no worries, Chris. I get that all the time. People confuse other channels with mine, so no big deal. Happens all the time. Every single live session, I get asking about different names. I'm like, I've never heard that name before. No big deal. It's okay. How is Lulu's leg? Lulu's leg. I haven't seen her, but I imagine her leg is keeps getting more and more bent. I guess, right? Um, I haven't seen her in about a week. I think I was driving by about a week ago. I was driving by and I saw her sitting down. I didn't talk to her, but she was there. So I imagine she's still there. She hasn't called me. Marcia says, just want to let you know that in Monaco, they are preparing the Grand Prix one day. You should come and see. Very fun. I put on your bucket list. Awesome. I don't think I have a bucket list because I'm not ready to kick the bucket yet, right? I know I'm a little bit older, but I'm at advanced age, but I'm not ready to retire or draw Social Security. But the Grand Prix in Monaco, yeah, awesome. I bet you it's beautiful over there, right? Dirt Star Master, make fathers important again, right? Make fathers matter again. Danielle Williams, how do I become a super fan? Man, we were talking about that earlier. I don't. It's somewhere on my page. It talks about a membership, or somewhere on my page it says membership. So it's somewhere on there. Danielle, thank you for considering it, Danielle. I appreciate you. Shorty joined the party. Yay! Thanks for joining, Shorty. You haven't missed anything. I've only been talking for an hour. Not really talking about much. We're just hanging out, basically. Just talking about we don't need stinking badges. And did you hear about the guy in Texas that bragged about stealing from the cartel and disappeared? Yeah, I did actually. I did hear about that. Lupita Mendoza, Art, you are not old. I'm older than than anyone below 47. Anyone below 48, I'm older. Angela Colon, the Boston Marathon is tomorrow. It's a sad day for us. I lived on the route my entire life. This will be the first year I am going to the finish line. Angela, awesome. That's cool. The Boston Marathon. Yeah, have fun, enjoy yourself, and it's a great um, tradition in your city, right? The Boston Marathon. So Boston's a great city, a great American city with a long history, and great Americans in Boston, even though you guys politics. So, but I hope you win, Angela. Get that first place, please. Share signs. Addiction is serious stuff. I'm raising my stepkids, and their mom left them at 2 and 1 years old. I imagine she left because of addiction, right? So, thank you, Share Signs, for stepping in and raising your stepkids. That's awesome. You have a big heart. Danielle Williams, thank you, Danielle. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Lonely Dragon, grab a nurse and take her to Lulu for her leg. Well, Lonely Dragon, it doesn't work that way. Here in the United States, I'm not sure where you're from, but here in the United States, we have the right of refusal. That means that Lulu at any time can say, yeah, my leg is busted, but I don't give consent for you to give me medical care. The only time that paramedics, an ambulance, the EMTs, or a police officer can give somebody medical care is if they allow you to or if they're unconscious, right? If they're like they're knocked out, right? They're laying on the ground knocked out. You're a paramedic, a nurse, a doctor, a police officer. You don't need to ask for permission because the Good Samaritan law goes into an effect, and you're not liable anymore because you're trying to help that person, find out why they're unconscious. So, but that's not the case. So she refuses help. So Blake refused help. Lulu refused help. Aztec, when his finger was freaking like a balloon, he refused help. It's all because of their addiction. So it doesn't work. It's not as easy as, oh, just take a nurse and a doctor to them to go fix them out in the street. It doesn't not never gonna work that way ever. Daniel from Texas, is that where the nurses are at? They're in 7-Elevens. Jolene Ellison, yes and no. If she's choosing not to treat, she should be evaluated for being a danger to herself. That's understandable, but the police know exactly where she's at. They know her condition, and the police just allow it to continue, right? Whose responsibility is that, right? To go drive around and go look for um, Americans that are a danger to themselves. Like, whose job is that, right? I, I don't know. I don't know. Public health workers. Okay. Yeah, so I imagine there's public health workers driving around in their state of Arizona cars, right? Little public health care workers. I've never seen one, just so you guys know, right? I've never seen a public health worker ever out in the streets. I only see church people and church people. That's it. Church people. That's it. That's all I don't see. I don't see mayors. I don't see politicians out there. I don't see activists. Right? No activists. Right? Zero activists. Uh, no activists of any kind ever advocating for these lost souls ever. Jolene Ellison sad. Absolutely, it really is sad. I believe should our state, but look, the United States of America, this administration last year sent $100 billion to fund a war in Ukraine. When we have a war right here, we have Americans dying, young Americans dying right here in America every single day, right? In Arizona, there's 5 overdoses in Arizona every single a day. 5 overdoses, right? Some live, some don't, but 5 just in Arizona. How much does California have? How many does New Mexico have? How many, 100 billion with the B dollars to fund a foreign war, right? When we got Americans dying every single day, right? Weird, huh? Weird how that works. Our system is screwed. Yeah, oh, definitely, absolutely. First of all, social workers are very underpaid, underappreciated, and overworked. They have a stack of files, right? Cases they have to go work on, right? Underpaid, overworked, underappreciated. Um, so yeah, it's tough. It really is. It's really hard. So we might not be able to help Lulu, but we can help other young Lulus that are at home, rebellious issues, trauma, toxicity. right? It's just something's happening, right, to a 13-year-old young Lulu at home right now. And so we want to talk to those young people and say, hey, look, whatever's happening, there's other ways to deal with it, to cope with the issues you're going through. The last thing you want to do is try these pills because you'll become a slave for the rest of your life. You could possibly die the way Blake has died and Gabby has died and on, on. So prevention through awareness. We might not be able to save Carla or Migs or Blake or Gabby, but we can save a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old that's at home right now, right? It makes sense to me, anyways. Jay Love says, "Hey Art, oh my God, I've been stressing because me and my kids were close to being homeless and carless, and I got a car 2 weeks ago, and I just got keys to a 4-bedroom house for me and my two boys. I'm happy and feel blessed. So, amen. Blessings to you, Jay Love, and your family. Uh, that stuff didn't just fall from the sky, right? I'm sure you're working towards all that. So continue to chase your dreams, your goals, and thank you for being a mom that didn't abandon her kids and cope with that stress a different way and just give up. So you're awesome, Jay. Love, thank you, Liz. I think you are so underrated. You go out there and risk your safety to give us content that helps a lot of people show us what are some consequences of drugs. And man, we can't thank you enough. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate you. That's very nice to say. I think I'm appreciated enough. I think I get enough no, I get enough love from the Lost in Phoenix family. So again, I'm very appreciative. That's where we're at 99,000 subscribers, right? A little bit more, and we'll get to 100,000 mark, right? So I think that's pretty cool because um, I was researching this, and there are 56 million YouTube channels. Okay. 56 million YouTube channels in the world. Okay. But there's only 300,000 channels that are at 100,000 or more subscribers, right? So that's less than 1%, less than 1%, right? Have that many subscribers. So again, it's really all you guys, right? I'm just doing what I've been doing for the past 2.5 years, and you guys are the ones that kind of are making it possible, like spreading the word. You guys are the parents that notify me that, hey, I share these videos with my teenage kids so that they can have that awareness and prevent them from going out into the streets like the young people you interview, right? So that to me means the mission, the statement is working, like because it's common sense. Prevention through awareness, prevention through awareness. And I have to remind people all the time that it's not prevention through awareness doesn't apply to Migs or Carla or Blake or Gabby because it's too late to prevent it for them, right? I'll try to help them, right? Hey, Blake, you want to go get a hotel room? You want me to take you to treatment? You want me to take you to your mom? What do you want to do, Blake, right? Hey, Carla, you want me to drive you to your mom's in Mexico? You want me to take you to a treatment center? What do you want to do? Want me to take you to your brothers? I help connect the brother and her. What do you want to do, right? So I'll offer help. But as you guys can clearly see, they're not ready for that help. Therefore, I'm going to stick with my mission statement of prevention through awareness, right? When young people, a 12-year-old watches Carla, 19-year-old Carla say, I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready. That 12-year-old is going to be like, damn, I don't want to live on the street. I don't want to disrespect my parents. I don't want to do drugs like Carla. I don't want to lose everything like Carla. Mom, forgive me when I'm rebellious. I'm going to listen to you a little bit more, mom. All right. Somebody at school offered me these drugs. I'm going to say no because I don't want to end up like that. Common sense makes too much sense. Danielle Williams, my sister is supposed to check your page out and subscribe. Danielle Williams, we're going to check up on your sister, make sure she's subscribed. But thank you, Danielle, for passing the word. It's all word of mouth, right? You guys talk to your family, your siblings, your kids, your nephews, your nieces, and it's like a little wildfire. Brenda, thank you. J Love, thank you. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Crystal Berkshire, hello. Art, can you explain how to become a super fan? On your side, it's next to the notification bell. Uh, I don't. So my screen is a lot different than what you guys can see. There's a join button that you guys click on join, and you're going to become a super fan. So click that join button. Angela Colon. My husband works for a men's sober living program. He save a person's life monthly. Boston has one of the worst drug problems. Lots of kids from the suburbs come to programs and get stuck. It's sad. It's not just Phoenix, it's everywhere. It's a addiction is a human condition. It's not a Phoenix thing or a race thing or a poverty thing, socioeconomic thing. It's a it's a human thing, and we haven't been able to figure out how do we fill that hole, right? That people are trying to fill with these drugs. Like, what is it, right? Coping skills. So, why don't we teach coping skills in school, right? I don't know. I don't. Carlotta, thank you. Appreciate you. Chris, I'm about 10 years now in recovery, and I don't think no way in hell would I have survived in these fentanyl times. Chris, congratulations on your 10 years of sobriety in recovery. That is so cool. That's a long time. Um, you're a testament that recovery is possible. 10 years is a long time. Just like a lot of other people here, they're in recovery as well. So congratulations, Chris, and keep paying it forward and educate other people, right, on the dangers of drugs. So absolutely. Michelle Lemon, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Angela Colon says, I am 16 years clean off doc, and I agree it's different these days. Congratulations, Angela, on your 16 years clean. Long time. It's definitely J Love says not definitely not a poverty thing. My old landlord was addicted to pills and G, unfortunately. Yeah. So I was talking to Billy today, right? Billy the barber cut my hair today, and he's telling me when he goes to meetings, there's lawyers there, there's police officers there, former police officers, there's all walks of life, all colors, all socioeconomic backgrounds, right? Rich, poor, in the middle. It's a human. If you're human, you're susceptible. Like it could happen to you, right? Addiction, right? So never say never, right? That stuff doesn't interest me, but maybe my coping skills are a lot different than other people's coping skills. I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer is. Share signs. I tell my daughter that I tell my daughter that all the time. She said they have fentanyl at her school. God, that's scary. I've been on her since you started. You have a gift. Thank you, Share Signs. I appreciate you. Keep talking to your family, keep talking to your kids, right? Be on them. Uh, I think some parents they want to back off and be their friends or whatever. This isn't marijuana, right? This isn't like you might not get a second chance at life, right? Because you try to be the cool parent, let them party, let them hang out, give them some room, some space. You this drug is not forgiving. So you might have to hover a little bit more, you might have to get close, get proximate, right? I don't know. Just I think leaving them, giving them too much of a leash, right? Too much space is bad as well. Because if you're not talking to them about drugs, if you're not talking to them about sex, if you're not trying to educate them, then a knucklehead will, right? the friends, right? I asked David, who introduced you to drugs 3 years ago, 4 years ago, right? It was a friend. It's somebody that I thought was a friend. Jose and Crystal Murrieta, thank you for logging in. I appreciate you. Murrieta, California. I had a girlfriend there in Murrieta, California, a long time ago. Chris says there is more AA meetings per capita up in Prescott, Arizona than any other city in the United States. I don't know, uh, but that sounds insane to me because Prescott is like a town. It's not a big city, right? So, how is that possible? I don't know, but I believe it. Liz, shout out to Art's ex girlfriend Marietta. Yeah, she's married and I think she's got like 4 kids, but she's still cool. Mary Suazo, hello. Mary Nieves. Man, two Marys joined all at once at the same time. Mary Suazo and Mary Nieves. Wow, I don't think that's ever happened before. Zelda for life. You're super late because I'm about to log off, but that's okay because you logged on. You got to be part of the fun. Crystal Berkshire, what do you think is the appropriate age to start talking to your kids about drugs? Man, that's a tough question. I think some has to do with their personality. What is their personality like, right? What type of school is it? Right? You already know how I feel about public schools, right? So if you have public schools, start talking to them now. Start talking to your kids now if they're in public schools. But if it's a private school, a lot different because staff there's a lot more just different curriculum. Um, but if your kids are going to public school, you have my prayers are with you because it's just tough. Uh, um, it's really hard. Have that conversation with your kids when you deem necessary, when you can see that little rebellious seed starting, or if you want to talk to them before, right? I've heard people say, oh, at 9 years old, 10 years old, I was talking about this or that, right? 11 years old, 12 years old. So it's different ages for different people, I think. AZMV, my dad is the only person who ever said knucklehead as much as you or meathead. AZMV, that's because your dad was awesome, right? He's a cool dude, I bet. Share sign said, I started talking about it with my 10-year-old daughter, so she's aware. So great job, share signs. You planted the seed. You were the one instructing, educating, creating that awareness for your daughter, as opposed to a friend, right? Or the school, or you, right? Because that's your job. It's your responsibility as a parent to educate and help them navigate the struggles of life. That's your job as a parent. So yeah, don't wait on, there's no Superman out there, right? Don't wait for a hero to come. There is no heroes. You're the hero. Chris, have a good night. Thank you. Lupita Mendoza, que descanses. I will. I sure will. Tori Garcia says, I've had to follow my friends from you because I lost contact with them. Tori Garcia, did I interview your friends on the street? And so that's how you keep tabs on them? That's sad. I get that a lot, actually. I went to school with her. Man, I haven't seen her. There's a barber at the same barber shop as Billy. He's like, me and Lulu. I went to school with Lulu. She was a cheerleader. She was a popular cheerleader at school. Me and her were kind of like, we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, but we're like kind of, talking like that, he said. And I was really shocked to see Lulu on your channel, he said. So it breaks my heart, because these people, they matter, they're important, right? They have children, they have mothers, they have siblings, they have family that care and love them and miss them. But they just they're disconnected, right? The addiction has infiltrated their brain and their heart and their soul and their existence. Every fiber of their being has been kidnapped, right? Enslaved, chained up by this drug. Sad. When will you do the Zoom meeting? I want to do it. So I'm gonna do it soon. I want to do it today, but I didn't download the new Zoom app on my laptop. So I was thinking about that when I was like, hopefully nobody remembers. But J Love, you can't sneak nothing past J Love, man. She's quick. She's on it. Denise Reyes, have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate it. What is your opinion on the USSR? So the USSR doesn't exist anymore, right? They went bankrupt in 1989. The Berlin Wall fell. We defeated communism. Communism sucks. It doesn't work. It's like a cool theory, like it sounds good, right? Everybody has it's equal, and everybody has the same thing, and there's no rich people, there's no poor people, everybody's the same. It sounds nice, but in practice, it's just not possible, right? Look at Cuba, right? The Soviet Union collapsed because that doesn't work, right? China used to be communist, right? They said they're communist, but they're not communists, right? They're like, man, this communism isn't working, so we need to we need to become, um, uh, like the United States. So yeah, USSR, not so good. I was in the military, so I'm not going to be a big proponent of of the USSR, Soviet Union, or communism. Socialism sucks, regardless of what people say. North Korea sucks. China sucks. Cuba sucks. Venezuela sucks. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna. um, I'm going to. I don't know when I'm gonna do next live because, as you guys know, next this coming week, tomorrow, this week, I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna be traveling around, be in Wisconsin, but very soon we'll do a Zoom on my laptop, and I'm gonna go on live and say, hey guys, there's 134 people. Here's the link to Zoom. Who wants to join on the Zoom? Let's go on Zoom, right? Because Zoom, you can talk and kind of everybody chimes in, right? So I don't know how many people can fit. I think a bunch, right? It's just different like pages of people. So that'd be really cool. So that's the plan. But we'll do that when I get back, okay? Because I'm gonna be really busy this coming week. So that's kind of why I did a live session on Friday, Saturday, and today. Is the 3 days in a row because you guys are awesome. Well, part of Wisconsin, I'll be landing in Milwaukee. Okay, I'm gonna go visit Jeffrey Dahmer, um, and then um, and then be in Madison, Wisconsin for meetings. Will you do your awareness Wisconsin videos? I would love to, but I don't have any time because they have my schedule is so packed with work. So I don't have a lot of free time, unfortunately. I wish I did. So, anyways, bye, gang. I love you guys. I appreciate you. 133 of you guys. Make sure you subscribe. So, I appreciate you guys if you subscribe. It was really nice talking to you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend. I hope you have a great week. If I can do a live session from Wisconsin, I'll do it. But thank you guys for logging in. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you and have a good night. Okay. Bye.